evening. How are you? It's very nice to meet you. Thank you for meeting me so late. Oh, sorry. It may not seem late for you. I've had a much different sleep schedule for a couple of years now. I understand you met Shelley at a party, right? Oh, it's so sweet. Yes, I love Shelley very much. She's very good at meeting people. I mean, I love to, meet people as well, but it's very important to me that I stay with the rising and the setting of the sun. That's sort of how my sleep schedule goes. Yes. How we live here is we make sure that we can do everything in accordance with the sun. Unless if we have, well, there are sometimes special things that we do that occur after the sun has set. But those are always planned in advance, not by me, by higher powers. You understand? We can't always control things, Well, it's very nice to meet you. I see. Sorry, what's your name again? Okay. You're from here or no? No. I understand. Where are you from? That is far away. Yes, I'm from rather far away as well. It's nice to find a nice community of people, when you're kind of getting adjusted to a new place. You, of course, don't need to stay with us. It's only a small group that stays in one location. I'm hoping that one day we'll be able to get, a real farm to settle down and really live in accordance with what we believe. But right now, we're just dealing with what we have. We live in this small townhouse, and it's about 8 or 9 or 12 of us, depending on who's deciding to stay. We also have people sleep over all the time, but they have to understand the rules of the house, of course. You're welcome to stay at any time, but if you wanted to live with us as well, we could arrange that. Yeah. Only if you'd like, of course. I understand that's a big commitment. Where do you live now? Okay. That's very nice. That's a nice area. And you're working? Good. Not everyone in the house works. Some people are in charge of more important duties, as I'm sure you understand. We map the sun, the moon, and several large celestial bodies at all times. This is more of a dictating on our own lives. Obviously, we rise and set with the sun, but we also take special accordance with Vega, the star Vega, the North Star, the moon, and Venus. Yes. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, no men are allowed to live in our house. I'm sure you understand. It's for the best of all of the women who live with us. We used to have men live with us, but it just depends. It didn't always work out. I'm not against the idea, but it just didn't always work out. Sometimes we invite men over for specific activities, but that isn't every night. Yeah. That'll be a night we'd stay up later. I'm sure you understand. Yeah. Anyways, yes, some people work, and that's how we get money to maintain the house. Other people don't, but as I'm sure you understand, there are bigger things to be in charge of in this world than working. We only do that so that we can, play according to other people's rules. Unfortunately, we can't just live in this house for free. I know. But one day when we get our own property, no one will be in charge of us. That's the real dream, Yes. I'm sure you understand. It's very important that we get our own place. And I'm sure you've heard, people are yelling outside. And that's fine. I love that people are alive and doing their own thing. But, oh my gosh, sorry. My arm looks crazy. It's just some cheap costume jewelry I got earlier. But I try not to wear that. I try to wear more nicer things, but I unfortunately had to be out last night for a specific event. And I try to look, how other people may want to perceive me. But that's not always how I like to live. That's why I like to stay in the house, actually. Let me show you something very cool. This I got at a secondhand shop downtown. And this is from probably the late 30s or early 40s, and it's a portrait of Medusa. I know, very scary. Not really though. I find that she's very similar to me in certain ways. But I really do like getting some older things. I feel like they have more of a soul to it. You understand? Yeah, I'm sure you do. I can tell that you have a very nice presence about you already. Yes. What is it for you? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What do you feel like you're missing right now from your life? Yes. Oh, that's exactly how I felt. I completely understand. If I could give you a tip, of course you don't need to live with us, but if you choose to go back to your place and do whatever it is that you do, I advise you to get up as early as you can and go to bed as late or as soon as you can. Of course, not before the sun rises, unless if it's a very special day. But I think that would help you a lot. You'll find that the more sunlight you get, the more your energy is recharged. Yes. And it's good to walk at the days of peak sunlight, right when it's beaming down, because you need it to hit the back of your head right here. If it doesn't hit the back of your head right here, you're missing out on key healing properties from the sun. Yes. Another thing I advise you to do is to not wear sunglasses. No, you should never shield yourself from the sun in any way. It's important that you absorb all of it. Your eyes need to be able to absorb all of that with the sun. You understand? Yes. Yes, I know sunglasses can be very cute, but it's important for you, you know? Let me just, got rid of me. Did you want something? Oh, it wouldn't be a burden at all. Here, you can take a sip of this. Oh, no, it's nothing to be worried about. See, it's just coffee. It's just coffee. You could take a sip. Yeah. Right? It's not normal coffee. A lot of coffee is burnt and, gross tasting. I used to grow up with such cheap coffee. It wasn't very good at all. This is very nice. It's harvested in one place, and I add a couple things from our garden in it. Just herbs and stuff, nothing crazy. Chicory and a couple other things. Well, that one I didn't harvest. Some things you pick up, some things you harvest. It's hard to harvest everything you need when you're only in one location. That's another thing. If you're not growing your own food, it's good to try and stay in accordance with what is in season and what's not. I mean, after all, are plants the physical manifestation of the sun? Yeah. Another thing that I like to do, if you would allow me, I just like to do this for people who I can tell would benefit from it. Sorry, let me just get one of my bags. I've got so many things lying around here I need to clean. But anyways, something I like to do, which is less of a, I guess, it's more of a ritualistic thing, but it helps me because sometimes we just need little things to remind us where we are and how we feel. I like to do my makeup because it's very important to me. How do I say this? You know, I feel like several important times, ancient Egyptians, old film stars, they understood the importance of a very dramatic eyeshadow because eyes are really the most, they take in so much sunlight and they need to be paid so much attention to. You'll find that in this world, if you don't get attention, it'll be very hard for you to maintain your power. Right? I'm sure you understand that. Do you mind if I just put some on your eyes? blue one, okay? Just a little bit all around your eyes and over here. And this is turquoise. This is the sky right here. Just put some on myself. And then for the golden sun, perfect. And you know what else? Maybe just maybe. Oh, where did I put it? Let me see. I took it somewhere. I do believe I had. Let me see. Here it is. My eyeliner pencil. I'm gonna give you these, okay? These are like the rays of the sun. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is it okay if I do this? I'm sure you'd enjoy it, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay, perfect. Why is it that we worship the sun? Well, really, I didn't want to tell you this until later because, well, it's sort of one of our secrets, I guess. But I trust you. We don't really worship the sun. We do. We understand its importance. But the truth is, we know that the sun and the moon work in tandem. Who we really worship the most is the moon. But the moon is so powerful that you have to limit your exposure to it. That's why we work in the daytime. Because we love the sun, and it's of course most economical and easy to work in the sun. You know, we don't have to have the lights on all the time. I mean, we haven't paid the light bill in months, but anyways. We use that so we can prepare for our moon rituals, which happen on the new and the full moon. Every once in a while we'll do a quarter moon, but those are for special days. When we prepare for these rituals, they are very important, elaborate, and we stay up the entire night. That is how we recharge all of our moon energy. But they all work in tandem with each other. You need both of them together, or else you're missing something. That's why I find it's not good for people to be out at night all the time. Sort of like, do you remember the first time you smoked a cigarette? And you were like, wow, this is really nice. This feels really good. And then you do it all the time, and then all of a sudden you don't even know what it feels like to not be smoking one, you know? And then all of a sudden it just feels like just the same old thing, just like every day. If you're out all night every night, you don't feel the power of the moon. But when you limit it, you understand just how powerful it can be. But that's, that's for another time. Let me do one more thing for you, okay? I got this. It's almost like a little sun, right? I mean, of course, that's not why it was made. I believe this was made for testing some sort of neurological thing. And this is why we need to move. So many people are loud around here. Anyways, I got this old bag of medical equipment on sale at an auction. Nothing crazy, of course, but just all sorts of curiosities. I like old things, like I said. But I really love this for rituals because it has a quality of bringing attention right to a certain point. One of the most important things to us is being within yourself. It makes spiritual experiences that much more powerful when you live a grounded every day. the rituals feel even more heightened. I'm just gonna put this on your face and down your neck. It shouldn't hurt, but it will maybe be a little unpleasant, okay? How's that feel? Interesting, right? I like sharing new things with people, especially when they're, brand new to anything like this. Well, I'm very glad I can meet you. You let me know if you want to stay over, if you need any sort of guidance. That's what we're here for. Yeah. Okay. Well, you could stay as long as you like, okay? And if you have any questions, just let me